Happy Thursday, everyone. I wanted to start by showing you where you can find the study guide for the unit. So if you go to iHeart Civics and then click on the iMarvel Foundations of Government, Power Standards 2 and 3, and if you choose that, under the Here's the Proof link or icon, you will find the study guide. I wanted to warn you that there have been a couple different versions of the study guide, and so you'll know you have the right one when there are colorful questions at the top and the bottom. Some of the original study guides that I shared had some of the questions typed up in black font, and so to represent that this is the new study guide as of, I think it was December 1st, so for 2 weeks now we've had the new study guide out there. It's the one with all the colorful questions. This is going to be your main studying tool. The games and activities today will help refresh your memory and get you thinking about these topics, but really it's this study guide that you should work with because each question on the study guide is exactly the question on the test. There's 100% alignment there, so that'll be really important. The first activity that we're going to do as part of the active review session is to play a Kahoot game. So I'm going to allow the guest teacher to push pause at this point, and he or she can pull up the Kahoot game with the username and password that are in the sub directions. All right, hopefully you found that Kahoot game to be a lot of fun to refresh your memory about the types of government. The next activity that I'm going to have you do will cover the Declaration of Independence and the Articles of Confederation 2.02 and 2.03. And what you're going to do is take a well-known children's song, or it could be a pop song that you have recently downloaded or you keep hearing on the radio, just any kind of song. And you're going to change out the lyrics. You're going to create a parody. And the parody will be about the Declaration of Independence and the Articles of Confederation. What you really need to consider are these questions in the middle. What are the documents? What did they do? How are they connected or related? Why were the Articles of Confederation weak? When you do this, I always get a little bit nervous that so much time is going to be spent on trying to make it rhyme or getting the syllables just right. The most important thing is that you're having conversations about the Declaration of Independence and about the Articles of Confederation. Even if you don't get a chance to write the song, if you get to the point where you're just considering those questions and talking about those questions with a partner, that'll be just great. So I would put myself into a group of 2, maybe a group of 3, and take, about 10 minutes to create a little song. You can type the song up onto a Google Doc, and I won't need to collect the songs or anything, but certainly what you put onto that Google Doc could be linked to your Show Slow Grow for the iMarvel unit, and you'd be able to reflect on coming to this active learning session and creating a song with your partner. So again, I'll let the guest teacher push pause for about 10 minutes or so, and then you guys can work on your songs. Again, we don't need to listen to everybody's songs, but if there's 2 or 3 people who wanted to share those, hopefully you got a chance to hear a couple songs. And again, the most important thing are those questions to consider in the middle of the page. The last activity that you're going to do is a conversation with a partner, again, about 10 minutes worth, where you are coming up with an analogy. I know that you're really good at these analogies because you've done cell analogies for biology. And so in this case, you're going to be doing a body analogy for the Constitution. There are 6 parts of the Constitution listed to the left. With that same group of 2 or 3, I'd like you to discuss those 6 parts of the Constitution. What are they? What do they do? And then come up with comparisons to the human body. Again, you can put these onto a Google Doc. I won't need to collect those, but you can certainly put them onto your SSG and reflect on coming to this study session, as I mentioned before. One of the things I discovered yesterday was that people were doing such a good job with these that even though the test questions aren't asking you to create an analogy, you certainly may want to put your analogy as part of your response to give you a richer response on your test, a more dynamic response on your test, because I heard some really cool comparisons yesterday.